Hi, friends. Welcome to Divine Conversations. I'm Eric. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you are brand new, it is great to meet you. I am bringing y'all your weekly readings for the Twin Flames for the week of January 29th to February 4th. I have done the Divine Masculine video already, so this is a video for the Divine Feminine. So, let's get to it. Source, please make me a clear channel for the Divine Feminine right now. What messages do you have for the Divine Feminine for this week? For this week, January 29th through February 4th. What messages do you have for us? What are we facing this week? What are we focusing on this week? What are we learning? What are our challenges this week? What should we be on the lookout for? What's going on for the Divine Feminine for the week of January 29th through February 4th? Okay. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Thank you so much, Source, Spirit, for these beautiful messages. January 29th through February 4th. Okay. Overall message here for the Divine Feminine this week is death. Now, this seems kind of daunting, but actually, I really love this card because this card speaks of transformation, endings of cycles, endings of things, transformation really. And this is a transformation for you, Divine Feminine, yes. But this is also speaking to the transformation that your counterpart, the Divine Masculine, is going through. Because this is helping influence your own transformation. Already this is speaking to, for me, this is saying there is a lot of transformation going on your counterpart's side, and you are being called to aid him in this. But you are also being called to realize how you are mirroring this transformation. So where are you changing, shifting, growing, transforming? Yeah, this is your overall message. Also, look at that. Okay, that's your overall message, your full overall message here. And then I'm going to pull cards for the positions of these things. But underneath the deck, we had started with Death, but then we also had the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Sun. So I'm going to start with the Eight of Swords here. A lot of what the Divine Feminine is going through lately is not seeing the transformation that's actually happening. Please understand that these things, whether we see it or not, these things are happening. But because we're not seeing it in physical form, we're getting all stuck in our heads about it. And it's like, it's a vicious cycle, really. It's not really too fun. And a lot of the time, the Divine Feminine gets to a point where she's just fed up. She's just fed up. And what the other two cards here are saying with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Now, granted, look, keep in mind, you've got 3 major arcana starting off already. And what it seems like with these first 2 cards, it seems like it's kind of bad. You know what I mean? Like you're being told transformation is happening, but you're not really seeing it, so you're kind of like, what the fuck? But what is really being said to you here is starting with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like everything is turning in your favor, Divine Feminine. So keep in mind that divine timing absolutely is a factor here. And just because you don't see it on the surface doesn't mean it's not going on underneath the surface. And the fact that the wheel is turning in your favor is being reiterated or emblazoned by the Sun. The Sun is saying everything is going to work out fine. The Sun is also saying that there are a lot of things that are being illuminated right now, and it's giving rise to this transformation in death. Yes? Okay, so let's get into the cards in your positions here. We've got the first position. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah? Your first position are the current surrounding energies. Yes, the current energies that are surrounding you for this week, Divine Feminine. So what have you got? You've got the Fool. Wow, so many major arcana already. So surrounding you is the Fool, Divine Feminine, and that is absolutely speaking to the transformation that is happening in death. Something old is falling away, is dying out, and you are embarking on something new, a brand new journey. For a lot of you, Divine Feminine, in what we've been having to do with centering within ourselves and finding ourselves and nurturing ourselves first, and you know, standing firm on our own, letting go of codependency and all that. We're learning about what we really want to be doing in our lives, what we want to be doing to serve our soul mission, in a sense. And so the surrounding energies of the Fool are helping facilitate you taking that leap of faith and moving forward. It's also speaking to you moving forward without necessarily having your divine masculine there with you, right? Because that's also kind of a leap of faith. Because in many cases, we may feel afraid to walk away in a sense, like to walk forward on our own, because number one, we don't want to lose sight of our twin, but also at the same time, we don't want them to think that we are completely gone and they move on without us. You know what I mean? That is part of the fear of going through that situation. And so the Fool is, in the surrounding energy of the Fool is speaking to that. But understand that everything is going to work out. I mean, we will never really be separate from them, right? We're counterparts. We're two pieces of the same whole. So even though we may be, in Divine Feminines, we may be walking in a bit of a different direction that seems to be pulling us away from our counterpart, it's actually only facilitating us getting closer together. Okay, your second position is your current thoughts and feelings towards your twin, and that is the Chariot. The Chariot. So you wow, so many major arcana. Look at this, Divine Feminine. This is fantastic. But anyway, your current thoughts or feelings, what you are currently thinking of your twin, how you're, how you're seeing your twin. You're seeing that you're feeling the Chariot. Some of you are actively seeing some evidence of your twin moving forward. Some of you are you're thinking you want your twin to move forward with things. Yeah. Trying to pick out what else there is there. I mean, many of you are seeing this, this balancing act of the emotions for your twin and him or her moving forward somehow. That doesn't necessarily mean they're moving forward towards you, but in some way they're moving forward in their lives to something better, and you're becoming aware of that, or you're wanting that to happen. And it's not on a mundane level. It's on a spiritual level, because because many of you understand that nothing is really going to change in the physical if it doesn't first change in the spiritual, right? So there's that. So for your third position, you have where are you in relation to union? Whoa, the Lovers. Oh my God. So far, we have all major arcana except for this damn Eight of Swords. But anyway, this is where you are in relation to union. And it's funny because this is a bit of mirroring. The Divine Masculine got this card in his overall energies. That's funny. So, this is speaking of two things. One, it's speaking of, yes, you are coming closer to union in the physical realm with your twin. But this is also speaking on a deeper level. You are really integrating your masculine and feminine energies quite well. And this is saying that it's also, and that's evident in the Fool energy that is kind of surrounding us right now, of taking this leap of faith and in being authentic and doing what it is we really want to do and showing up as we truly are. And the authenticity here is a mirror to what the Divine Masculine is going through, because he's dealing with some chaotic situations to facilitate his own authenticity and to facilitate him learning to prioritize for himself. But here, in Divine Feminine, in you taking this leap of faith and doing it what it is you truly want to be doing in life, and doing it for yourself, taking the reins and doing it for yourself, you are helping facilitate the greater balance of your masculine and feminine energies, which is bringing you greater wholeness, which is then bringing you closer to union. You see how it all works out? Okay, moving on. The fourth spot, you have what you want your twin to know. And you have the Five of Pentacles. Oh, a lot of us are still feeling out in the cold, and I totally get it. Because I kind of still feel that way. And what you want your twin to know, it's like, hey, I'm standing here, like, why are you ignoring me? This is almost like a plea for them to reach out, to just talk to me. You know, stop icing me out. Stop, like, pull down this wall and just talk to me. I mean, maybe I'm just drawing on my own experience here, but I just heard, no, a lot of us are feeling this way. It's like we don't really, at this point, we don't even really understand why there is such a wall in many cases. It's like, I just don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. I mean, I'll stand here. I mean, that's fine. If you want to keep that wall up, that's fine. I'm just going to keep going on about my business, but it's really unnecessary, guys. Ugh. No, I get it. I get it, Divine Feminine. So you want your twin to know that. Oh, also what you want your twin to know is also why we're saying to you, like, stop, like please pull down this wall, is because we're here to help you. We want to help you. We've been trying to help you. But in many cases, you're not even letting us because of this damn wall. So you're feeling out in the cold, Divine Feminine, but you're also wanting your twin to know that he or she, they don't have to feel out in the cold either, because we're here. We are here to help. All you got to do is just ask. Yeah. That's all I'm getting for that. So I'm going to move on. The fifth card is your current challenge. What your current focus is, what's on your mind, what are you manifesting? And that would be, oh Lord, the Three of Swords. And this is connected pretty heavily with the Five of Pentacles. Your current challenge, for many of you, Divine Feminine, your current challenge is you're still dealing with some karmic situations. You're understanding how heavily that is weighing on the situation. I know in my experience, I'm still rolling through a divorce, and that's still putting a lot of stress, or that's still putting a wall, like a big roadblock up. And it's taking a long time. And I'm gonna give you an example about my experience right now. Maybe that'll help you understand where this is resonating with you. But I'm starting to think, like, I'm starting to be very aware of how long this is taking. And I'm starting to be a little weary, a little afraid, and I'm getting a little bit up in my head about, you know, the time in which this is taking. And by the time this is actually done, like, is my twin still even going to be interested? You know, like, is this taking too long? For some of you Divine Feminines, you may even be becoming aware of certain karmic situations that your twin, the Divine Masculine, is dealing with. Many of you Divine Feminines, in integrating, balancing out your masculine and feminine energies and embarking on your own journey here with the Fool, you're healing a lot of heartbreak from the past, from past situations, from your childhood, past relationships, family issues, ways that you've betrayed yourself. I'm also picking up, some of you Divine Feminines are becoming aware of how you've been betraying yourselves. And your challenge is to heal from that. And embark on your own again. Step out, fresh start, take that leap of faith to honor yourself and not betray yourself anymore. And that absolutely mirrors what the Divine Masculine has been dealing with in how he's been betraying himself and in being inauthentic. And please remember, so this is definitely what death is speaking towards in many cases. And understand that this is a rough situation. A lot of you are up in your head about it, but no, the wheel is turning, divine timing is at play, and the sun is shining on everything. So everything is always going to be okay. Like whenever the sun comes up, no matter what negative cards you may get or you may think you are getting, like say the Three of Swords, it's all going to be fine. So in relation to my story, and me wondering if the length of time this divorce is actually taking, in the overall message here for me personally is the wheel is turning. Divine timing is at play. Get out of your head about it because the transformation is happening. And the sun is shining. You just got to let it play out. You literally just have to let it play out, Eric. Okay. Thanks, universe. So I say that to say in relation to whatever you all are going through, Divine Feminine, because this is a general reading, understand divine timing is at play. The transformation absolutely is happening and the sun is shining. Just do your best to stay out of your head about it, all right? Finally, your hidden energies, what you may not be aware of. It's the Queen of Swords. So for you, Divine Feminine, this card right now is speaking to diplomacy also for you. And here we go, another form of mirroring. Because in the Divine Masculine reading, he got the King of Swords up here. And now you, Divine Feminine, are getting the Queen of Swords down here. So these are your hidden energies. But for you, this is not something that's necessarily hidden from you in a bad way. This is just what's happening with you behind the scenes. This is like your energy, the energy you're embodying underneath all of what's happening on the surface, really. That's what I'm seeing. And you're you're being diplomatic as well. You're keeping your emotions in check for the most part. And you're cutting out the drama. Like you're not about the drama at all. You're diplomatic and you're seeing things for what they are. And especially with this being the Three of Swords here being at the top, for you Divine Feminines that are resonating with the message of you're learning how this is what's facilitating you seeing how you've been betraying yourself. And in this case with the Queen of Swords, you're at a point now where you're like, you don't even want to hash things out anymore. You don't want to dive back into the drama and try and like work. No, fuck that. Just cut it out, get it out of here, and let's move forward. Because my homegirl ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, right? That is old shit. That is drama. I don't need that. I don't want it. Bye. And you're kind of embodying some of the Chariot energy and saying, fuck this. Let's go, y'all, and move on. Move on. Transform. Look at that. That is a really strong message for you right now, Divine Feminine, and I love it. I fucking love it. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some cards from... I'm just going to pull a message from the Crystal Mandala deck. All right, Spirit. In relation to this transformation that's happening for the Divine Feminine, what messages from the Crystal Mandala deck do you have for us? Archangels, Ascended Masters, Goddesses, what do you have for us, Divine Feminine, in relation to this transformation? In all these different ways that the Divine Feminine is transforming, in the ways that the Divine Feminine is mirroring the transformation that is happening with the Divine Masculine, what are some of the messages you have? Well, what is the best message you have for the Divine Feminine for this week? January 29th through February 4th. Thank you so much, Spirit. Alright, I'm going to just give it one more shuffle. Best messages for the Divine Feminine for this week. One message, please, for the Divine Feminine. Thank you so much, Spirit. Here we go. Ooh. Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz. Searing Presence. Searing Presence. I think I'm going to probably go into the book for this right now. Or well, in a moment. But, yeah, so this is card number 49, which boils down to a 4. And with Searing Presence here and the number 4, 4 being balance, stability, strong foundation. I'm seeing with searing presence. I'm seeing you. Many of you divine feminine are standing strong in your sense of self. In this newfound sense of self that you found that is now driving you to step out on take a leap of faith and start your own personal journey. You're like really. I see you like just standing there being ablaze on fire in your own truth, and you just like presenting it to the world to see fearlessly. Yeah. You were many of you, all of us really, we're standing strong in this transformation that's happening. But I do want to read from the book just to see if I'm missing anything. I mean, it's not even like a huge message. It's just, for me, it's more, what I'm getting intuitively is more, it's more of just a confirmation that you got this. That you are on fire, divine feminine. Like, you are really, really strong right now. And you're being a beacon of light for your twin, too. But let's see what this says here. We bring you the empowerment of searing presence. This empowerment enables you to see truth unveiled, naked divinity in all its beauty and mystery. So already we're getting a bit of a mirror from the message here with the Queen of Swords, in that you're seeing things for what they really are. You're learning about how you've been betraying yourself, how you've been betrayed in the past, and you're standing strong in this newfound searing presence of yourself. Like, this is great. Okay, moving on. In your willingness to become present, you shall witness the truth that will set your spirit free and make your heart come alive with divine love. No lie, deception, fear, or agenda remains hidden in searing presence, the ruthless compassion of which distills pure truth. With this empowering, you are going to see what you need to see. You are going to be able to see the truth that is only ever love seeking to free, heal, and discover itself. You will feel the grace that permeates your life and assists all beings. All impatience, doubt, uncertainty, and confusion shall give way, becoming soft like wax, melted by a lit candle, and only the beautiful light of truth shall remain. Absolutely. So this is definitely speaking to those of you divine feminines that are literally transforming and seeing the truth behind what's been going on in your life up until now. How you've been deceiving yourself, how others have deceived you, how you have been betraying yourself in not standing firm, not honoring yourself, not presenting your authentic truth to the world around you. And then it's also talking about seeing the truth of the situation at hand. So when that comes to like union, say, many of you divine feminines are starting to reach this point of understanding that, yeah, I know this is actually going to happen. And I know I'm starting to feel that. Like, yeah, I'm still going through some roller coaster moments through moving through emotions and stuff. Some of that is my own realization. A lot of that is from my twin really realizing things on his own. And, I'm just feeling the energy because we mirror and we're connected. But I'm also starting to get to a point where it's like, I am becoming pretty confident that things are going to happen. And I don't really know why. I couldn't really give you an example of why, a reason why. I just know. I feel it. I feel like things, and it's going to happen soon, probably. And I don't have a reason for it, and it's a little scary. Like, I'm starting to feel like, okay, am I just getting overconfident here? But no, the true, authentic, real feelings are there. So that a lot of you divine feminines, you're starting to feel like that too, which is a great place to be in, because then that helps you stay out of your head, right? Okay, so now I want to pull a message from the Lightworker Oracle deck for the divine feminines. What can we do Lightworker-wise in this transformation? What is the best message, Spirit, that you have from us from the Lightworker Oracle? Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. One more shuffle. So, for the week of January 29th to February 4th, what is the best message you have for the divine feminine for this week? Whoops, there we are. Oh wow, you got 2 as well. The divine masculine got 1, and the divine feminine. I'm sorry, the divine masculine got 2 cards, and now the divine feminine, you are getting 2 cards. So the first one you have here is 37, the heart transmission. And already this is, to me, this is speaking of in standing in your truth, in your authenticity, in this searing presence of yours. It is important. It is so important for you to transmit loving energy from your heart space out into the world around you. And this is a similar message to what the divine masculine got in standing in his authenticity and shining his light and influencing others through that. It's very similar for you, divine feminine, in you standing in your authenticity. Show the love that is in your heart. Just put it all out there for the world to see. Yeah? I'm going to read from the book also for these, because just in case I'm missing anything. But then also you have the key of light. And you see how this angel is handing the key to this gentleman. First and foremost, just intuitively looking at the image, the universe is saying that, you got the key. You have it. And that's through your spiritual connection with us, with Source, with Spirit, yeah? But I want to, I feel like I'm missing some key things here in these messages. So I want to read from the book. First, we're going to go to 37. The heart transmission, and it says here, your heart is capable of not only of giving and receiving love, but connecting you to a great network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. Through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you learn to open your heart to receiving these transmissions, your ability to work with group consciousness in a loving way increases. You shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. So yes, definitely allowing your heart space to influence those around you is definitely a strong message that's coming through. And it's also connecting with this key of light, and what I just said about how this angel is handing this gentleman, this man, a key, definitely connecting with your spiritual source, maintaining that spiritual connection will aid you in all of this, yeah? But I'm going to read this one specifically too. Key of light. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the key of light. The key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist you in many ways. And I believe that is also really specifically speaking to those divine feminines who have recently become aware of how they may have been betrayed, or how they've been betraying themselves, or how and in those situations where we really weren't standing in our full authenticity for whatever reason. And the key of light is saying, you've got this. You see things clearly now, so you're being handed the key. You no longer have to feel like you're stuck. You no longer have to feel like you can't do what it is you really want to do. Right? That's a really beautiful message. This is a fantastic message for us Divine Feminines this week. I'm so happy. I'm actually very happy to see that things are transforming for us, and I'm not taking a really stern tone, because I've started to feel bad. It's like anytime I speak with the Divine Feminines, it's like I'm yelling at us, and I don't like that. And so this week it's a very different tone. Things are really moving forward for us, and it's mostly because we're all starting to get the message of loving ourselves first, putting ourselves first in order to serve those around us, in order to better serve those around us. And this is not in a selfish way. We just want to make sure we're caring for ourselves first and honoring ourselves first before we can really do that for the people we love, including our twins, right? So this is great. This is really, really great. So I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Please comment. I'd love to hear from you all. I would love to have a conversation about this. If this brings up anything specific for you, if you resonate with this in some way specifically, and you want to have a chat about it, you can hit me up on Instant Go. You can also send me an email, and I can set up a personal reading for you if you want to talk about some other things. If you want to donate to my channel, I would incredibly appreciate it. It would be really helpful. The karmic exchange will benefit both of us. So yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.